Yo guys, Dar here. Just wanted to talk to you guys about why hardcore is easier, but that doesn't necessarily make it worse or better. Hardcore and core are basically the two key game modes that have been in Call of Duty for quite some time. Core is the experience that Call of Duty was made for the general public. You have all the elements in the game, every tool in the sandbox at your disposal. Then there is Hardcore and CWL. My next video will be on Core, and then the third video will be on CWL. Hardcore is the most simple of the three. It strips away elements of the player's HUD and reduces the health of the individuals in the game to make the game have a shorter time to kill. There's no other way to say it, but this is easier. The worst player can always win more often in hardcore because of the fact that you don't need to have recoil control or gun skill. You just need to hit 1 to 3 shots on your enemy depending your weapon and the range. Every weapon is viable in hardcore, and while most weapons are viable in core, not everything can succeed to the fullest potential that it can in hardcore. In hardcore, since everything has such a fast time to kill, people do tend to play it slower. And that is quite frustrating for most good players who enjoy running around and dominating lobbies. It is not nearly as possible due to the fact that someone can just shoot you once from a corner and you're dead, your streak is over, and you're now at a disadvantage and you have to start from your spawn all over again. The next thing that has to be noted is that in hardcore, you do not have as much information. Your mini-map is taken away. So it is harder to move around the map, and it's easier for those bad players to camp and sit still to allow them to get the jump on the good players who are moving around. And again, this is frustrating, but good players have found certain ways to utilize hardcore as a game mode. In camo grinding, hardcore is considered one of the main and most beneficial modes to be played, due to the fact that every headshot is a one-shot, so players can continuously run around getting insane amount of headshots to progress on their camos extremely quickly. And even though that can be frustrating to die to a bad player every once in a while, there has to be a mode for the more casual players, and I think Treyarch and the Call of Duty developers and Activision in general have done a good job with selecting this mode as the chosen mode for that. In Black Ops 4, my tips for hardcore are to run equipment charge or comsec device to get your score streaks or specialist abilities easier, to use submachine guns. The submachine guns that I would most recommend are the MX9 and GKS, which are ironically two of the first ones you unlock. For assault rifles, I recommend the SWAT. It is a DLC, but it is extremely dominant in hardcore. And for pistols, I recommend the Strife due to its one-shot capabilities. It's a lot of fun to run around with that 20-round mag, just one-tapping people. Hella fun. Really fun to watch too. May do a video with that. This gameplay is on Nuketown with a GKS. I'm spawn trapping with Virgin Psycho Wolf. It's a lot of fun just running around in between those spawns and getting those score streaks up. This is Bare Bones, who is even more limited of an experience than regular hardcore was. There was no specialist abilities, there was no stim shot, no acoustic sensor, none of that. So we had to play a little bit smarter at the beginning. Because it was a late join, we didn't know how much map control the enemies had. That's why you'll see me playing slower. I did unfortunately lose about 12 seconds of footage of me pushing up into the house, but I only got 2 kills in that time. This was a 100 kill game, I believe 113 to 24, and I thought you guys would enjoy me discussing basically some of the more interesting things in hardcore and core. The coming videos will be a Spitfire guide, the second part to my specialist series, which I'm sorry got delayed. That will be non-lethal specialists and non-controllable lethal specialists. Should be out tomorrow or the next day. And as well as that, we also have the CWL and Core overview videos, which shall both be fairly fun to do. And after that, guys, all I have to do is wish you guys a great day. subscribe to my YouTube and Instagram. Leave a like if you enjoyed the video. Leave a dislike if you didn't learn anything or you didn't enjoy the video. Leave a comment if there's something you want to say, and sub overall. Have a great night, guys.